Now, and we are told that the 2015-2016 academic year has begun for fresh pupils who are yet to enter the senior and technical high schools across the country. This year, in the like years past, government has warned school heads against charging pupils unapproved fees. The Ghana Education Service earlier released approved fees for senior and the cycle institutions and also for the 2015-2016 academic year. Already, there have been reports of some schools charging unapproved fees, and this has also been condemned by government. But to talk about this particular issue, what goes into the amount of money that government approves or the Ministry of Education approves, and also the nitty-gritties of all this debate, we've been joined in studio by the a member of the Ministry of Education, is Francis Badago, PRO of the Ministry of Education. Good morning. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, Martin.
To start with, the current administration is talking about progressively free senior high school. What is the meaning of progressively free senior high school?
Thank you very much, Martin, once again. First of all, I must say that the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana clearly defines that in Article 25(1)(b) that the secondary education in this country should be progressively free. What it means is that as we move along, we'll take some items on the bill, government will absorb those fees, and as we move along, government will be able to absorb the rest, and at a point in time, it will be entirely free.
And can you help us understand what some of these items are, the ones that government can absorb and would take on and pay for?
For the 2015-2016 academic year, for the day students who are benefiting from this particular progressively free SHS policy, we have items like entertainment fee, library fee, SRC dues, exams fee, sports, culture, national science and maths quiz, science development, co-curricular activities, and ICT. These 10 items have been taken over by government. They've paid for it already. And so we do not expect that any head of any second cycle institution will be charging these fees for students to pay.
And how much of this is a component of the total fees that individuals or pupils are supposed to pay?
Well, for these items, these 10 items that I have just enumerated, we have 38 Ghana cedis in all, and that is for a term. So what it means is that for one academic year, a student is expected to benefit from 114 Ghana cedis, and we are looking at 320,488 students nationwide who are these students who are expected to benefit from this particular free SHS policy.
But for the 38 cedis, which is supposed to be for a term, how much of that component would have amounted to the total amount as people are supposed to pay? So how much has government absorbed out of that 38 cedis?
No, the issue is government has absorbed 38 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Now, and so when a fresh student, for example, is going to first year, he will be paying around 367 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos. And already government has already absorbed the 38 Ghana cedis. So for day students, they are supposed to pay only 367 Ghana cedis, and that equally includes PTA levies as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how much then are parents supposed to pay?
Well, it depends on a yearly calculation. For now, this is the fee that they are supposed to pay for this particular academic year. For the boarding student, for example, they are not benefiting from the progressively free SHS policy at the moment. And so they are supposed to pay 724 Ghana cedi, 50 pesos. And this equally includes their boarding fee, or the feeding fee, I must say.
And what are, apart from the boarding students being accommodated and fed on campus, what are the other differences between the day students, how much they pay? Because the 10 items you mentioned, that actually is for both day and boarding students, no?
Yes.
It's for
so the 10 items that I have just mentioned is for only the day students.
Only day students?
Only day students. It's for only day students.
But how about the boarders?
The boarders is because it is progressively free. As we move along, the boarders will also be taken care of. But for now, for the 2015-2016 academic year, government is taking care of only the day students, and as we move along, it will be rolled out to cover the boarding students as well.
Okay. You've also mentioned that government has made available to all heads of schools the approved fees. And at what time did they come to your notice that some schools are charging or increasing the cost of how much they're supposed to charge pupils?
Great. More often than not, when schools reopen like this, some headmasters attempt to charge what they refer to as supplementary fees. And these are some of the fees that the Ministry of Education and the Ghana Education Service have not approved. More often than not, once again, the Ministry of Education also receive complaints from the public. We have the clients units, we have contacts, the general public reach our center with these complaints, and when we get it, we try as much as possible to investigate more and more to know whether indeed these complaints are really authentic.
So clearly these are concerns that have come to your notice, and this is not the first time. It looks like it's a yearly affair. What are the sanctions, if any, that are available to teachers who are for our schools that are found to be engaging in such acts?
Right. Last year, for example, the Minister for Education constituted a multi-sectorial committee to deal with these particular heads that were found culpable. This year, for example, we are now starting the academic year fresh. We are now receiving the complaints. As soon as we receive the complaints and when they are investigated and they find out that indeed they have charged unapproved fees, definitely the Ministry of Education in conjunction with Ghana Education Service will deal with those who have it.
That is a response I would be expecting if it is a new thing. But this is not a new thing. So are you saying over the years you've not been able to find anyone, investigate and sanction the person?
We have. Some heads, for example, over the previous years were transferred from their schools.
Okay.
Some were equally charged for charging, such illegal fees as well. Yeah.
And the ministry really truly thinks that transferring a teacher or making them pay is punitive enough to stop them from doing that?
It goes beyond that, and more often than not, it depends on the degree of your offense. Yes.
Okay. Well, I think I would have to leave it here. Any final words before we leave?
Yes, we are encouraging the public. We are encouraging parents and students to reach the Ministry of Education with their concerns over the charging of these illegal fees. If they have any concern of that nature, they can reach the client unit on 0303 931897 or 0303 931898, and we will deal with such issues.
Okay. All right, we've been speaking with Francis Badago. He is the Public Relations Officer for the Ministry of Education, and they are warning against teachers or heads of schools that are charging unapproved fees, especially at the secondary level. And they're saying that they have already given out the list of fees that pupils are supposed to pay when they are coming into the school.